Good morning, everyone. It's Carrie from Garden Rudiments. Today we're going to be deconstructing this beautiful arrangement that has gone wacky. Things have gotten leggy. We got some colors going on that I don't remember purchasing a variegated plant like that. I don't know if it's got something going on with it or if that's the way it's supposed to be. Y'all can let me know. But where I've had this sitting, we've got some leggy plants, and I think some of it's just old age. A lot of plants in there. So we're gonna take this apart and repot it. So this pot has just really been gorgeous. This has just been one of the best projects that I've ever done. So we've got some blooms that need to come off. And look at the growth. Look at all of these. I know there's Echeveria minima. There's several down here that are just trailing off. Got some Pachyveria. I don't see any moonstone. I thought I had one in here. We've probably got some Echeveria Caribbean because I know I grew a lot of those from cuttings. But if we lose any leaves off of these, and I'm sure we will, we're going to do some propagation with them. So let me just show you what I'm going to do to deconstruct. First of all, I'm going to take out the spent blooms as much as I can. I'll cut them off a little bit more. So these are trailing off. They are dropping leaves. That's okay. So I'm going to cut these off. Look at that beautiful plant. But we've got a lot of leaves falling off. And like I said, I don't remember purchasing a variegated. I don't know if this is a problem that it's gotten maybe sun scorched a little bit. But we're going to save all of these, any leaves that fall off. And also, I'm going to take off all of these bottom leaves because I want a smaller, more compact plant to start over with. So we want to get this down to where we're getting a more beautiful rosette on top. So we're just going to keep taking this down until I'm happy with how it looks. I don't see any mealybugs on it. It's looking good. I think we'll stop there. And then I'm going to cut this shorter, and I'm going to leave a large enough stem so that when I put it in the pot with other plants, it's got some room there to produce some roots and room to help it to stand up. And then, now look at all the leaves I have to propagate with. And y'all know me, I don't like to throw away a leaf, so we're going to propagate. So let's get back to some of the others. We've got a long way to go on this plant. It's now been over a month since I destructured this pot of succulents. Had a lot of pretty echeverias in there, and I had a lot of leftover leaves. I have all of these leaves that I just threw in these little flats. These flats don't have holes in them, and I just laid all of the leaves in there for them to start putting on roots. And look at the size of the roots and the size of the babies, because these were very plump leaves and very large leaves, and they make a large rosette, echeverias. And almost every one of these has put on roots and new babies. I am so proud of these. If this is not propagation for dummies, I don't know what is. You just throw the leaves in there and you let them do their thing. Most all of them have got rosettes. If they don't have rosettes, they have at least got the roots coming out. But there's some good sized plants here. And I'm actually going to take all of these now that they've started to root, and I'm going to put them in like a 72 cell tray, and I'm going to let these continue to grow. Now, what I really wanted to show you though, see, I just stuck these down in a 72 cell tray. I threw a little water on these and a little water on these twice. But I want to show you, now they've kind of shrunk. You know, they've used up a lot of the moisture that's inside the plant, but you know, these are very, very hardy, and they had a lot of moisture, but they have shrunk some. They need to be planted. They need a good drink of water. But I want to show you what they've done. They have all started putting on roots. So once I plant these, they'll take up some water and they'll rehydrate, and they're ready to go. This is truly propagating for dummies. Look at this. And this is still a beautiful rosette. It's getting a little wrinkled around the outside edges. I've got some leaves that need to be pulled off. But look at the roots. Is that not a beautiful set of roots? No soil. These are just stuck down in a flat. Let's see what the other one. Isn't that amazing? Now this is after a month. We got this much root development. And some of them, I have to show you this. So this plant probably thought it was dying. And look at the babies it's put on at the base. All of these around the base of this plant are new babies that it's put on. Just gorgeous. I am so thrilled. I've never done this before. I didn't realize how fast and how prolific the root system would be. Look at this one. Without any soil mix. So the next step is to get these all planted, and we'll probably make that another video because I have to get out of the greenhouse before the big fan comes on, or I won't be able to video out here. But I'm just so thrilled that these have done so well. I've been in the middle of canning, and I just haven't had time to get out here and do anything with these. And one thing, there's just so many of them. And I think I'm going to clean out the pot that they come in, that I had been growing them in. And then I'm going to just replant them all in here because I've really enjoyed this pot. The plants have just been gorgeous in it. And they've done so well in it. They've just gotten a little leggy where I'd had it sitting down on the floor. But every one of these has got roots and they're ready to be planted. And well, there's one that didn't make it. It kind of dried up and the stem rotted. But I'm just so thrilled with all of the babies. I'm so thankful I just threw them over here and left them. Now these were some very big leaves. They're still very plump. And I'm just now beginning to see the babies coming out the end on these. Just now starting to put on some root. So the biggest leaves, it's kind of taking them longer, but everything else has got babies and roots, and they're all ready to be planted. So I hope you enjoyed this. And you think about, oh, I can't grow succulents. And there at one time, I doubted myself also. Don't try too hard. Sometimes we kind of over baby them and we overwater and we give them too much sun or not enough, just worrying about, you know, all the little details about growing them. Sometimes it's better just to leave them alone, let them grow, and just let them see what they do, because they will take care of themselves and they will do what it takes to survive. So like I said, I just threw some water on these twice. These have some soil mix in there. I threw them all in on top of each other. There are hundreds of babies here now that I have new plants. I'm going to get those potted up into 2 trays, and I might bring you along to see that. There are also a lot of babies that have come out on the stems. So this needs to be watered. You can treat it just like a regular plant. This one is even cresting. I don't know if you can see that, but this is crested. I'm going to water this. I may just keep it in this pot, start over with a new pot for these, because I have another one that I can use, but I can let these grow and they're going to fill this pot again. But it's amazing to see that this has crested. They don't really know why the crests start, but I would say that that's what this one is doing. I hope you've enjoyed this simple propagation video. I would like to call it propagation for dummies, because literally just throw them in there, just let them go, set them down in a pot like this or a 72-inch cell, and just see what they do for you. I think it's fantastic the way that these little plants are able to survive, and I just love growing them, and I know you do too, or else you wouldn't be visiting this channel. So thank you for watching. I hope you'll subscribe and hit that like button, and please leave me a comment if you like this video. And I'll see you next time on Garden Rudiments.